Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I am JuddlePlays, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test. In the last episode, we went through a little bit of Dragon Roost Island. I really hope I did not call it Dragon Roost Cavern in the last episode, because I thought of that, and then I'm like, you know, I might have said that, but if I did, I will probably correct myself through editing. I may or may not, hopefully I remember. Anyways, we did a lot of stuff here, found out our main objective. We have to see why Valoo is so angry and get Prince Kamali his wings. I think that's what they're calling it. Anyways, in this episode, as I've already kind of done, we are heading into Dragon Roost Cavern. Or as Josh Jepson would say, swirly Dragon Roost Cavern, swirly. I really hope some of my viewers aren't too young to know that. If you don't know, in 2010, Josh Jepson did a Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, and that's something he did. Even though I really didn't watch that Let's Play that much, I was subscribed to Josh Jepson back then, which makes me feel really old because that would have meant, like, well, when those videos were coming up, I was 12. If it was exactly 7 years ago from this day, I would have been 11, since I'm only 18, but I was 12 then, and we have some enemies, which I'm really excited to fight, as you see, because I just annihilated them. I had to look back. Oh no, this one's not dead. I guess I must have accidentally didn't get another hit on him, even though we only needed one more. But I think what we're supposed to do now is we're supposed to grab these and then light these torches here. I believe this fire will not go out, because if this fire does go out, you are not able to actually light these torches, because unlike some chests in dungeons, this chest, I believe, is mandatory. Because if... oh no, I didn't want to swing it, I wanted to throw it away, because I don't need that fire anymore. I need to go in here and grab a thing known as a small key, because small keys are used to go through doors and stuff, which, as you see here, there is a door that needs a small key. I am really sorry if any of you get sick with my camera work in this game. I know I complained about it last time, but as I'm playing this, I'm like, oh my god, I really hope people aren't like, because I know, I guess some people can get motion sick from games, just like some people can get, like, epileptic attacks from playing video games. At least that's what, like... well, I'm sorry, I put my gamepad on my knee for a second, and I guess it pressed this button, so I was doing a little jig here as my foot goes through. Actually, no, my whole, like, lower body goes through the steps. Okay, we're not going to talk about that too much. We're just going to be going into the more volcanic part of here. And how are we not burning up? I do not know. Also, these sometimes just have water in them. I don't know why there's still water and how they are not evaporated, but I also do not know how we are not dying in this heat, but we're not. Because literally, we're right by a volcano. I'm pretty sure if we're this close to magma, because it's magma if it's still in the volcano, but like, if we're really this close to magma, I'm pretty sure that'd be like a surefire death sentence. And, well, looks like we don't have a key. It looks like we're going to have to go back here later. So let's jump down here, and I really don't want to talk about the game this whole episode. So I guess I can talk about a few things. Okay, I want to grab here. I guess I can talk about a few things, because, you know, maybe get myself out of the walkthrough mode. Well, before I was starting to record this, I did have a little bit of trouble. It's not too much, it's just that I accidentally lowered the game audio in my Elgato game capture software, and I didn't know how loud I had to make it. So I made it like 20 or something, and I'm like, wait a second, why is there no game audio in this video? Well, that's because it was way too low for the game audio to be recorded, so I turned it to like 0 decibels, because it was like negative 40 something. Okay, Jesus Christ, man. Can I lock onto you? Bat, where are you? Or Keys, I'm sorry. You are somewhere. Are you like right here? I don't want to get on this bridge and start hitting you, because if I do, that's like a death sentence, because if you hit these, you can actually knock them off, and you got want to be careful, because if you knock down both sides, or if you knock down enough of these, the bridge will fall down, and you will die, and that is not really that great. Especially, oh god, wait, is that part of, is that, oh no, that's a rock that could possibly fall on me, so I gotta be careful there. But what I was trying to say was, I was trying to figure out why my audio was not, like, recording, and that's because I had it way too low. I had it at, like, 20-something, which is, like, negative 40-some-odd decibels, and it's supposed to be at 0, which is, like, 70-something. And I guess I can say right now, this little barrel of water here, that's why there's water, because you can create platforms, and that platform is way too far away for me to get to this thing here. But then again, I believe this is actually an optional item. I'm not totally sure, though. But now that this cutscene is playing, I think it might be the compass or the map. It is the map. Okay, it's technically optional because you don't really have an on-screen map in this game, but yeah, whatever. We're going to call it optional, and I'm going to throw another thing over here because as you see, those don't last forever, so you kind of just have to create your platforms. And now, the reason I started talking about, little, I guess you could say like recording malfunctions or whatever, that is because, well, earlier, what am I talking about earlier? I decided to try to okay, let me think of the words I'm trying to say because I'm currently distracted playing the game and the red rupee just fell in the lava, or magma, I'm sorry. But with that earlier thing that happened, I was thinking, like, it just reminded me of older mishaps I've had with recording. And the one that came to mind was back, like, almost 5 years ago now, on my old channel, Demon Razorblade. And what happened was, I was recording Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I was battling the final boss, Bowser there, getting my Bowser action on, and I guess my dad really wanted me to do something outside, but I was telling him, like, I'm sorry, I have to finish this recording because I was having a lot of trouble, and also it was, like, really hot in my room, so that added to the stress. Yeah, he basically threatened to turn off the power to get me to go out and help him, which is funny because I remember, like, the thing he wanted me to do was not actually all that, like, tough or like bad, but I don't know, it was just kind of funny that he threatened to turn off the power to get me out there to do something, and I'm like, I will do the thing you want me to do, I just need to finish this recording. And also, I really hope my ear does not itch anymore, like, soon, because I'm getting really annoyed. For the, like, I think like 2 times in this episode, I've had to like stop playing and itch my ear. The one time was when we got the map, and the other time was when just in this room, okay, well, that's quite the position to get an item. I don't think I've ever seen that. Getting an item on a ledge while Link is climbing up it. Okay, well, actually, I do need to get this here. Can I climb up? Yes, I can with this, because there is something in here as I change the camera angle a little bit so I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, that's a small key. The first one was a joy pendant. I was wondering, like, is this going to be actually useful? Am I going to need this later in life? And yes, I am going to need that later in life. Okay, let's get rid of you. I believe all chews take like 1 hit, even the ones that are like electrified or something. I don't know. I believe the only chews in this game that, in this temple or dungeon, technically, it's technically not a temple. There are 2 temples in this game that are called temples, and yeah, I guess those are more temples than this, like, early onset dungeon kind of thing. But I believe there are only the red chews because, I don't know, maybe they're like magma chews. I honestly think they're only called red chews. And now, this right here. I remember having so much trouble here because I was trying to hit those bombs with my sword like a long time ago when I was playing this. But then I realized, oh wait, you're supposed to pick up the rocks and throw the rock at the bomb. That's what you have to do. If I had trouble with that when I first played this, oh yeah, that's where we started, because this kind of loops around so you can go into here. But if I had that much trouble like the first time I played this dungeon, I'm afraid to see the dungeons I have never completed before, because I'm afraid I'm going to get to those and be like, oh, what the crap am I supposed to do, man? Like, am I doing anything? And I lost an action command. I do want to see, can I get like an action command going? Yes, I can. Yeah, look at that. Look how sexy that looks. Especially because I stopped doing that. Okay, can we get the camera correct in a good, decent... Yes, we can. There we go. I kind of like this camera angle currently. A little bit far away from Link, so we're not. It's not, like, too close, so we can do something now. Is there a... Yes, I believe there's a guy that's gonna, like... Oh, no, there is a guy that comes out of the pots. But we do have to actually kill him, because if we do not kill him, we're not gonna have access to his stick. Because this stick is a special stick. This stick will allow us to break that. Can I, like, throw it and break that? No, I cannot. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. What we actually have to do is we have to light the stick on fire and then burn that. And then after we burn the stick, we don't need it anymore because we can just step on the switch, and then the door opens, because luckily, this switch is one that stays down, and it is not one that goes up after it stays down, because there's not really anything we can kind of pick up, and did an enemy come out after? Yeah, oh god, did it? What the heck happened? Okay, for some reason I thought I saw an enemy fly out. I guess my eyes deceived me, because that was not an enemy. And we're also outside now. Look at this nice view here. We can see like the okay, that's look around. For some reason, I never know like zoom with the L thing. What am I talking about? The L thing It's like the trigger. It's the control stick, and now the phone is ringing, so that's making me even more, like, weirded out by commentary. And that's not because I'm, like, nervous or anything. It's just that so many distractions are coming up, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I am being judged every which way. I did not mean to turn that into a rhyme. And I'm also really sad because I believe I could have gotten an item from that guy. But I did not get an item from that guy, so we are going to climb the ladder of shame. Can I, like, change this direction here, or do we have... No, I believe this is the way we want it, because as you see, there are some burn marks in this wooden ladder, because some lava sometimes decides to spew through the ladder. And now, how the ladder is not totally destroyed from this lava blast, I will not know. I don't know, maybe wood in the Legend of Zelda universe is very, like, all-powering, and, like, fire can't melt it. But then again, that also makes no sense at all, because, like, if you think about, like, in the I only hit the sword once. I swear I only hit the B button once in that whole fight, but I hit him twice, so he died. I don't know what happened, but what I was trying to say was, that, well... I was about to say wood is this all-powerful thing, but then I remember in Wind Waker... No, not in Wind Waker. In Ocarina of Time, you have a wooden shield that burns if you get too close to fire. It destroys it. So I don't know how this fire is working, and I'm trying to fix... This is a really awkward way to do this, because I was holding the A button with the finger I used to change the control stick for the not control stick, that I use for the control stick to change the camera, and it's really hard to do that, so I kind of had to, like, reach over with my left hand to do that. And now, for the love of goodness, can I get across here before the lava starts spewing? Because this is actually called lava, unlike the other stuff. And now, am I safe here? Okay, whoa, I was way safe. I totally had the camera in a wrong angle. It made it so I thought that I was not safe there. And now... No, I want to let go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I want to... Can I, like, jump up here? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. You're supposed to actually, like, kind of sidle across like this, and then you're supposed to press the, like, control stick up. For some reason, I kept sidling. I have no idea why. If you accidentally press the A button there, yeah, you'll let go, and then I believe you start over from, like, the beginning of this section, so you have to go, like, you have to climb the ladder again, I believe fight that bokoblin again, just all that stuff. And I am surprised the bomb radius for that bomb was big enough to destroy that, because I was honestly not so sure. And here, I do know, I believe there is a slight secret we can do. No, okay, press the A button to do that. I believe there is a slight secret we can do here, whereas if we pull these out like this, and then we can go under here. No, crouch is ZR, there we go. Don't worry, guys, it's been a while. But if we go under here, we can actually get a whole bunch of rupees. The reason you're only supposed to pull it out once is because if you pull it out more than once, the blocks on top of the blocks will fall down and it will block this path. So it's a nice little secret if you somehow think to go behind here and check. And it brings you out right here. So now we can just finish the job and grab these things and just pull them down. As you see, if we did that, that would have been really bad, and we probably would have died. Now, I believe we don't need to move the other one, because we can just do that, and then we can just get right up there, and oh god, oh geez. Okay, I was going to press the A button to pull the block out, but I guess the A button is also the call the red dragon guy so he can talk to us. It's not even the red dragon, that's Valoo. It's the king of red lions, Jordan, that's what it is. Jordan, have you seen any filthy thieving rats around? I know they are annoying, but keep your wits about you. They are only rats. If you spread bait near their nest, they may share their store of treasure with you. Why don't you try it? Yes, if you actually go into your spoils bag and, like, go with your items, you can actually put your spoils bag and let's get, do I have bait? Oh no, it's in your bait bag. There we go. Okay, no, we have to put the bait bag, no, let's, there we go, put the bait to R. Okay, now we have bait here, and let's spread some bait, like press R here, and spread some bait. And we got a little mousey. He's eating the bait, and what does he got to say? Delicious. Hey, I got something real good I'll sell for you, for real. What it'll be for you? Okay, all-purpose bait, 3 scoops, or a hoi pair. Well, I'll get some bait, because I did use some bait. 40 rupees, I'll buy it. It might be a little more expensive than the stuff from Beetle. I'm actually not sure if it's more expensive than the stuff from Beetle. Now, my question is, does that stop the rats from coming out? Because that would have been really helpful, because I've had a lot of trouble with this area, because the rats are really annoying. because they come out and they start stealing rupees from you. But I'm pretty sure right now, since we gave him our rupees, the rats in this room aren't going to run around and hit into us and take rupees from us. That's pretty nice. And now we have a compass, which is not going to show much use to me because, like I said, I barely use the map in this game. I mean, the map probably can be a little helpful, but yeah, it's not helpful for me since I'm not really going for 100%. I don't need to look for everything. But now, if we throw our little fiery stick over here... Let's try that again. If we pick up sticks, like 5, 6, pick up sticks, 7, 8, get your... man straight. I had a stupid moment there. 7, 8. I don't know. It's lay them straight! Okay, we're gonna pretend I'm not being really stupid and walk over the fire like it's nothing because we are an awesome figure. And now we're gonna get like a small key, I think. Yes, if that was not a small key, I'd wonder why you'd have to actually do that. And you know, I think my hypothesis is right. Because so far, after I bought the thing from the rat, there are no rats here. I need to remember to do that later in the game, because that makes it a lot easier. Oh my god. Now, I'm not exactly sure if these fall down, but just in case, we're going to be running pretty fast. Actually, no, those aren't the ones that fall down. But if we do go over here and roll in... Okay, let's try take 2. Is there a heart in here? Yes, there is. Thank you. Okay, so as you might have saw there, if I can get the camera angle in the correct angle, it's not really working that well. If you get out of here and make this bird fly up, you can go under its nest and get a small key. That is what I was trying to show before the stupid things happened. Anyways, you know, we might as well fight this little bird guy because I believe they do have a few items that are pretty helpful. If I can actually get over here, thank you. I don't really have an item other than a sword to really hit him because I don't think I have anything that shoots projectiles right now. And that's the item I wanted. It was a golden feather. At least I think that's what it's called. It's some kind of feather. And it fell off the cliff. How wonderful. Anyways, let's continue. I kind of want to talk about another little story thing I had about like recording mishaps. And I'm trying to think, oh, I know what it was. So, this recording mishap happened a really long time ago. Back when I like was first starting Let's Plays in 2010. And you know, I had a little crappy setup. It was like a Dazzle DVC 100. I was using like a crappy, like, I don't know, Logitech crap mic, which you could probably still buy in stores nowadays, but what's the reason? Because who wants to use a crappy mic like that? I mean, maybe if you're a beginner, you can use a crappy mic like that, but, yeah, whatever. Well, anyways, I was recording, and 2 of my cousins were actually over at my house, and because you know me, I'm like, I just want to be Mr. Recording. That's not a person I am, but I really wanted to record. Is there a thing on the bottom here? No, there is not. Okay, good thing I did not jump down. Also, before I continue on with the story, these are like warp barrels, or like pots or whatever. If you jump into there, we go to the first pot in the dungeon, which was at the beginning. So it's basically kind of like a halfway point if you want to think about it like that. But continuing on with the story, I was recording, and at the time, I did not have a good TV in my room to record on, so I recorded on an old CRT TV in my den, which is actually, I believe there's a bathroom, and then it's my den that you can go in and record in or whatever, or you can't record in it now because there is there's no TV for you to record in there, so yeah, that's something. Anyways, at the time when my cousins were over, he kind of, he didn't want to leave the den. I'm like, Sean, you got to get out of the den. He's like, no. And I think I made my mom, like I forced my mom to get him out. And then he started crying. So, mean old Jordan, while I was recording, you can actually hear him crying in the background. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about that. That's just my cousin crying. Now that I think of it, that was a really dick move. Jordan, why did you care about recording more than your cousins being here? Like, really? Do you really think that was a good idea for you to think like that? Also, I believe we're supposed to knock into here because I believe this is a room where, like, you have to destroy all the enemies before you can continue, like, going on with it or something. And, you know, they showed a whole bunch of sword techniques, but for bokoblins, really the only thing you have to do is just hold down the ZL button to target and then just kind of smack them like crazy. I believe this one has another... No. Is this one? There we go. Okay, that... How'd that turn into a jump attack? I wasn't even pressing A. Okay, well, now that you're done trying to attack me, I believe... Are you dead? Yes, you are. Is that the last enemy in this room? Yes, it is. There we go. Because I kind of thought this is one of the rooms in Zelda where you have to actually beat all the enemies before you can continue on, and wait a second. I believe this is optional, because I believe this just gives you an item that you can, like, go on the sea and pick up treasure, which, in all honesty, we cannot do right now. But if you take this little stick and light this thing here, you can light that up. Well, no duh, because we lighted it up. We lit it up is what I'm trying to say, if I can grammar. But we can go into here, and if I can get around, there we go. And we can open this treasure chest, and I believe we get an item that's kind of like a map, but not really. It is a treasure chart. I don't know how many treasure charts are in each dungeon, but I did remember that that was there. I am not going to be collecting all the treasure charts, because, hell, if I'm ever going to want to do that. I know, like, some of them give you, I believe some of them give you heart pieces, but I'm not sure. They might be randomized on which ones give you heart pieces per playthrough, which might make it a little bit hard to know which ones to exactly get. I believe that would be the smart thing to do if it was... Oh, there's a joy pendant. There we go. I believe that would be the smart thing to do if you wanted to make it so people would collect every single treasure chart, because I know that some of the treasure charts actually have some good things in them, also known as heart pieces, and I feel like I'm gonna leave this room for the next episode, because we are about 21 minutes, almost 22 minutes in this episode, and I feel like, even though we're not really halfway through the dungeon, or maybe we are, because we did kind of go through that halfway portal thingamajig or whatever. So anyways, in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test, we are going to be continuing our way through Dragon Roost Cavern. So this has been JuddlePlays saying see you later, and goodbye.